was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. He took him. Enoch was taken from this planet. You may wonder, well, why would God take Enoch away? Well, it says in the very verse 5 of Hebrews 11 that he had this testimony about his life. It says before his translation, that is before he was taken, he had the testimony that he pleased God. How many of you truly wish to please your Heavenly Father? This is the revelation the Lord's been speaking to me. The last few days, early in the morning, the other day, he led me to a verse that we all know so well, because I think we all want to be pleasing to our Heavenly Father. He's done so much for us and has been so merciful in every circumstance and moment of our lives, and it never stops. It just keeps coming. Keeps coming and coming. He keeps pouring His mercy out. He keeps pouring His love out. No matter what we do to foil His attempts, no matter what we do to try to stop Him, whether it be on purpose or not, it doesn't work. He just keeps on blessing us. He keeps on loving us. Out of that, I just want to be pleasing to Him. I see Enoch. Enoch was so close to God that he was taken from earth. God just decided, you know what, Enoch, you're so pleasing to me that I'm just going to take you with me. Oh, I want to be taken by God. I want God to be so pleased with me that He just scoops me up off the earth. I see in this the rapture. I see in this the harpazo, the snatching away of the ones that please Him. The Father's looking for those that will worship Him in spirit and truth, those that will be pleasing to Him. And Enoch, centuries and centuries before even the idea of the rapture that we have experienced, taken away. I just want to please Him. I continuously try to please Him. And Enoch had that testimony. He was pleasing to God, therefore valued enough by the Lord to be taken from earth. Think about it. He had to have developed an amazing relationship with God for this to happen. He had to. We see other people in the Bible. There's so little said about Enoch. But Hebrews chapter 11 verses 5 and 6 unlocks some principles about pleasing God. And that's the title of the message tonight, is Pleasing God, because I know that it is our desire to do so. Every one of us here, we want to be pleasing to God, and I think that we can learn some things from the story of Enoch. And we always quote verse 6 about Enoch, saying that, well, you know, without faith it's impossible to please God. But I want us to think of it in context. It's talking about Enoch. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased God. Who's eligible for the rapture? Who's going to be caught up? Who's going to be taken from this earth? Spared the devastation and the great tribulation of those of us that please Him. The good news to start off with here in this message is that this is by grace, not by works. Like all things, you can be pleasing to God, but there are some things that we have to understand. And I want us to examine the verse that follows this in a moment. We all can quote it. We all know the verse. We're going to see 7 things about pleasing God. Right here in the heavenly presence of the Lord, I believe we have gained access to the throne room of the Lord. The air is stifling with His glory, with His presence. He loves to prove Himself to us. Really, this message is about relationship. This message is about intimacy with God, because that's what Enoch had. Enoch had a relationship that afforded him this opportunity. Whether it was a choice or not, I don't know. But he pleased God. God was so happy with him. He said, you know what, Enoch, man? The whole point is fellowship with my creation. And you please me so much. Just, you're wasting your time down there. Some people have to be processed. Some people have to learn. Some people have to work out the bugs and their work that is in progress. But you please me so much. I'm just going to take you. Snatched him off the face of the earth. Because he was pleasing to the Lord. That's why. Because he was pleasing. Hebrews 11:6 says, and without faith it is impossible to please God. Because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. Seven things we're going to see. I'm going to start with the first one. Number one, pleasing God is built on the foundation of faith. Now we're going to take this verse and break it down into 7 parts, word by word. And without faith, it says first. Because faith, as we know from this same chapter, if we were to go back to the beginning of it, but you all know that faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things that cannot be seen. It's the substance. It's the evidence. It's tangible. You can feel faith. It's real. The world bases all of their understanding, their knowledge on things that they can see, but we don't walk by sight. We walk by faith. In other words, we see another realm. We see another place. We see another stratosphere. We see a whole other kingdom that they don't know about, that is greater, stronger, and certainly more lasting, as it has no end, an eternal kingdom that is only accessed by faith. There's no way Enoch would have been able to do or experience what he experienced if he hadn't believed in God. That is, had faith. Our invisible Father sees and hears our prayers in secret, Jesus said, and rewards us openly. Is it your Father who sees what is done in secret who will reward you? He said, after this manner, therefore, you should pray. Our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. And he says, leading up to that our Father, our invisible Father is there. When you go into your room, you close the door. And your Father is there. I'm telling you, the Father is here right now. You say, I can't see Him, but you're not supposed to see Him. He's invisible. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things that are not seen. Evidently, the Father is in this room. Evidently, God's Spirit is here, although you cannot see it, but your spirit screams it to you. Your spirit is trying to make you see it. Your spirit is slapping you in the face, saying, look at it, look at it, look at it. Can't you see? Can't you see the glorious one? Can't you see Him? Because it's all the Spirit sees. It's all your Spirit sees. His Spirit with your Spirit in congress together, constantly communing with one another. The Holy Spirit is God with us now here on earth. We cannot see Him, but we know He is present and active in our lives. The more we cultivate that understanding, the more we are able to relate to Him, not as a distant being, but a present help. Holy Spirit, we love you. Holy Spirit, 2 or more gathered in this room, Inside of us you are. Between us you are. Two different Greek words. In one verse it says that He is in, the kingdom of God is inside of you. It means inside. The same word is used to describe washing the inside of the cup. When Jesus is talking about the Pharisees. So the Spirit, the kingdom is inside of us, but He's also with us, surrounding us. It says there, in the midst of you, plurally, that He is right there between every one of the worshipers in this room. And it's impossible for us to understand that without the foundation of faith. To be able to please Him, you must have faith. Number two, I believe pleasing God should be our goal in life. How many of you would agree with that? Should be your number one focus, your number one desire from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you put your head down at night to go to sleep. Your prevailing thought should be, am I pleasing my Father? The second part of it says that without faith, it says it is impossible to please God. That part of the verse makes me think that no matter how hard man may try to be pleasing to God, he cannot do it without faith. Man will find you pleasing. People will find you pleasing for many reasons without faith. People can just look at people and be pleased because they're pretty or they're handsome. You can put cologne on and be pleasing to man. Man is easy. Give any man money, he's going to be pleased with you. The pleasure of man with man has a price tag on it. It's money, it's time and energy. Part of that is the way that God relates to us. But man is easily pleased, and you don't need faith. In fact, man is rarely pleased by faith. Man says, put your money where your mouth is. You can speak in conjectures. You can speak by faith to man. It does not make him happy. He just, unless he's a spiritual man, unless he operates in spirit, lives in spirit, and knows that the words are spiritual and therefore believes them even though they are not, because he walks by faith. But most people do not walk in that degree. I'm talking about what Enoch had to have known, what we need to understand. The concept of pleasing someone simply means making them happy and satisfied. There are people that you are pleased with in life, and there are people that you are not pleased with in life. We can make God happy and even satisfy Him when we walk by faith in what He's done for us and who He is and what we realize about Him. Awareness of Him is pleasing. He looks for the faith. Jesus is not interested in anything but faith. When the Son of Man returns, that's what He's looking for, is that faith. He's not pleased if it's not there. Those who have no faith are virtually invisible to God. Those who have no faith are rubbish, to be discarded and thrown into the lake of fire forever. Those who do not accept by faith are the antithesis of pleasure to Him. They are disgust. Those who do not wholeheartedly believe are not pleasing to Him. He rejects them. They are repulsive. When it says it's impossible to please Him without faith, it means that it's a challenge. And I challenge anyone to try to prove something to God without faith. He's not interested. Think on the standard of faith at all times, and it's part of our mission. It's our goal in life. We dissatisfy God by trying to justify ourselves in our actions. You want to know what doesn't please Him? You see, often Jesus spoke things about feelings. He had displeasure because people were more concerned with their external works, the things that they did to justify themselves by their own actions. That was disgusting to The least pleasing things in the life of Jesus were the religious people around him that justified themselves by their own actions. The Pharisees would speak, and I picture Jesus making that motion, sticking his finger in his mouth like he's going to vomit. The Pharisees would come along and say something, and Jesus turned back to his disciples. My Jesus is real to me. The more we try to make it on our own, quote unquote, the more distance we become from God. He sees the proud, that is the one that is strong in themselves. He sees them from a distance. He sees like on another hilltop far away, waves. But the humble he draws near to. You walk in humility. You make it your goal to please him. Live by faith, no matter what, no matter how difficult. You humble yourselves and know that there's nothing good in you, there's nothing right in you. He will sneak up on you. He will find you where you are. He will draw close to you. The very idea of Almighty God drawing close to him. He doesn't like it. You know, Proverbs 29:26 says, those who trust in themselves are fools. But those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. Our wisdom is understanding who God is. Psalm 49:13 says, this is the fate of those who trust in themselves and of their followers who approve their sayings, meaning teachings. That word means teaches, means there's people out there that are teaching us to trust in ourselves, and there are people who are following those teachings. The basic premise of a lot of psychology and a lot of these ideas that have even crept into the church, the Psalm says it. These people who also approve their sayings that trust in themselves. Well, it says they're like sheep and are destined to die. Death will be their shepherd, but the upright will prevail over them in the morning. Their forms will decay in the grave, far from their princely mansions. I'm telling you, if you want to know what causes God displeasure, it's people trusting in themselves. I don't know if I'm able to be pleasing to the Lord. I don't know if I can do that. Well, I'm here to tell you, number 3, pleasing God is possible for anyone. Simply the 2 words in that verse, because anyone. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Because anyone, not special people, but anybody. It's so important. This is such a huge part of what I know and what I experience in my relationship with God. You are eligible as much as any other human being to experience the fullness of a spiritual relationship with God through interaction with the Holy Spirit. No man is above you in eligibility, you understand? Because anyone. Well, he seems more spiritual than I am. Well, that would be your choice and his choice. No man is inherently more spiritual than another man. Otherwise, God is a liar, and his word is a lie. Because he is no respecter of persons. Because he created everyone. Yes, diverse. Yes, different. Our fingerprints do not match. Our retinas are very different. Our form and our feature is different. Even identical twins are easily discernible one from the other when you look at the details. But the fact is, we are all made with the same spiritual capacity. Anyone that will come to him, anyone seeking him, can find him. We're all given the exact set of emotions and will to pursue what we wish. The very nature of God in us to explore and learn was put there by the Lord so that we can explore and find out about him, seeking him. If we use that power to find God and become pleasing to him, there's no limit to how close we can become. Remember, we're thinking about Enoch. Enoch had a spirit. Enoch could relate to a spirit called God. Enoch could relate to him to such a way that they grew so close that God just snatched him off the earth. Because he pleased God. Pleasing God is possible for anyone. From early in my Christian life, I received this revelation from God. In fact, it's the foundation. I become determined to know God in a deep and intimate way, and would not take anything as a reasonable excuse for me not being able to have that relationship. In fact, the more spectacular testimonies I heard, the more wonderful stories I heard, the more I said, well, then I have to add that to my list. I need to have that experience. If they had that experience, I can have that experience. Every vision, every dream, every miracle that anyone's ever experienced and testifies about, I know without a doubt I am eligible to have that. Because anyone that comes, but you have a choice to be pleasing to God. It's your choice to learn how to become more and more intimate with Him. And that's where there's a separation between some. That's where people do not always have the same intimacy, because we have a choice. Choice, free will, is a bittersweet cup. Sweet in the fact that we've been given the same nature of God, the ability to create, the ability to choose. But second, we've been given the ability to choose not to love, not to seek, not to insist, not to push forward, press in to that relationship with God. We've been given a choice to become easily dissuaded, to become easily discouraged by life, to listen to the lies. And it's always a choice. And God filters us by letting us have experiences in life, calling us to His side, to please Him, to be intimate with Him, to even be like Enoch. But then we grow weary, we get confused sometimes, but ultimately it's our choice. You either keep seeking, and you will find. Keep knocking, the door will be open, but you have to keep doing it. And it's anyone that can do this. Number 4, pleasing God requires that we come to Him. I want to explain that. It says anyone who comes to Him. God does not come to us. God came one time. Just once. His name was Jesus. And even Jesus, after He came, was on earth, He did not come to people. People had to go to Him. It's like He wanted to prove it. But we see this principle in the Old Testament as well. Moses had to go to the burning bush. God in the form of that burning bush and the fire that was there, Moses had a choice to either come to Him or not. The disciples of Jesus, they had to come to Jesus. They followed Him. He came and went that day on the beach after being baptized, and they followed Him and said, Master, where are you staying? And He said, come. And they went to Him. The woman with the issue of blood had to come, and Jesus did not go to her house and knock on the door because she had faith. This coming is faith in operation. Faith without works is dead. Without faith it's impossible to please Him. Because anyone who comes to Him, He will position Himself in places in your life and then call you to come and become aware where you can look for Him and find Him. He's in churches, 2 or more gathered. He's in the midst of them. People who can come to church. A lot of people don't get saved because they simply refuse to come to the gathering of His people where His presence is. But often if they do come, they become convicted because there He is. They interact with Him and they can get saved. I think of Mary and Martha after the death of their brother Lazarus, and Jesus came to them, but He did not go to the house. He waited on the outskirts of the village to make sure that they come to Him. Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. The job is done, now it's our turn. Everything is laid out. We have to come. Jesus positions himself in those strategic locations so that men can come in. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 14:28 says, "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." John 4:29, "Come, see a man who told me everything I ever did." Could this be the Messiah? Why did Jesus go with the woman at the well to the village to talk to all the people? Because they had to come. It's a simple principle, but it's constant. John 6:35, then Jesus declared, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry. Whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." John 7:37, on the last and greatest day of the festival, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink." Finally, number 5, as we move along, pleasing God means accepting his eternal existence. It says they must believe that he exists. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. It says, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists. The existence of God, believed by man, is the acceptance of the highest and oldest truth. Did you know there's no higher, no older truth than the existence of God? It is true that God exists. That is the first truth. And you just need to believe the truth. It has no time. That truth is absolute. His wisdom also was with him, it says, because his wisdom is him. There are some things that are tied to him that are part and parcel of him and therefore are eternal. And his wisdom is one of them. Faith is one of them. His faith comes from him. We have to believe in his eternal. The Bible calls the person a fool that says God does not exist. The fool says in their heart, it says there is no God. My salvation came as a result of accepting and believing in the existence of God. I called out to the sky one day and I said, if you are real, prove it to me. But I said you. I wasn't talking to a friend, because I had talked to a friend for years before that saying, if God is, third person, if he exists, if God is real, if there's an all-powerful being, and nothing ever happened in my life. Talked about, conjectured a lot about deities, powers, things, but I never spoke directly to them until one day, 17-year-old boy, I went out in front of my house, and it just dawned on me that I was being watched. And I said, if you, and I had him at you. That's all he needed. All he needed was for me to believe that he existed. If you are real. Once again, I didn't say, if God is real, I hope he proves himself. Because it would have never happened as soon as I believed in his existence. He was very real to me from the very beginning. After that, he was very real to me. No one explained him to me. He just was real because he answered and he proved to me. And still to this day, he proves to me his existence as he does in every meeting I conduct, every place I preach and teach and lead worship. He proves his existence because a 17-year-old boy cried out in his front yard, if you are real, prove it to me. And so based upon that foundation of my first sentence to him in the second person, he has built my ministry. Proving the reality of the presence of God. Tangible proof. The presence of God. The existence of God. My progressive growth and intimacy with God is all based upon my meditations about his existence. You say, well, how often do you do that? Every day. Every day. Part of my ritual, if you would. There's good rituals and there's bad rituals. My constant ritual is to exercise orally say, I believe that you are. You exist. You are real. As soon as I do it, just like when I was 17, everything changes in my room. The feeling changes in my heart. Because without faith, it's impossible to please Him. We must believe first that He exists. The presence of God with us is not just a theory, it's a fact, as Catherine would say. Number 6, pleasing God brings rewards. A while back we did a message on rewards as payment. This word is similar to that, but it actually only appears one time in the Greek New Testament. And it means a remuneration or a paying, but it means God pays the one who does the following. In other words, what follows, all connected to our believing. And this is what it says after mentioning Enoch. God does favors for the ones that please Him. When we have a pleasing relationship with someone, they do nice things for us, right? They reward us with kindnesses, with gifts. It's the same with God. If you're pleasing to Him, He blesses you. Of course, with the most important gift of all, His presence. But so much more comes after that. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, but there's so much more that comes that He gives because He loves you. He's the richest individual there is. He has so much. The Bible says archaically, He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills as our Father. But we know that means He owns every skyscraper, every city, every building, everything that exists on earth. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He can take it out of someone's hands that does not please Him and give it to the ones that please Him. It behooves you to be pleasing to the Lord because He's a rewarder. He will give to you whatever you need in that relationship if you please Him. Finally, number 7, the end of this one. Pleasing God depends upon our earnestness. Who earnestly seek Him, it says. There's a big difference between earnestly seeking Him and not seeking Him with the whole heart. There's lots of people in lots of Christian circles and in places and out there that are not in the church. They are seeking God. They're hungry. They even will call themselves seekers. Say, I'm a seeker, but they're not really seeking diligently. They just do it up to a certain level and that's enough. But the diligence is what matters. How important is it to you to please Him? How serious are you about seeking Him? I've always been very serious about it, still very serious about it. There are many that seek God, but not necessarily with the type of intensity that truly pleases Him. Most people are just happy to be in the crowd. Most people just cheer and say Hosanna in the highest, but they don't climb a tree. They don't bust holes in roofs. This is diligence. This is earnestness. Earnestness causes you to do irrational things like tear holes in roofs and climb trees, grab the hems of garments, scream out when everybody's telling you to shut up. That's earnestness. Everybody in the Bible that receives something, the people who receive something from the Lord, they earnestly ask the Syrophoenician woman when told no, can't have it. No, it's not right. Her earnestness pressed through. Her earnestness was the evidence of her faith, not just as any ordinary faith, but she said, woman, you have great faith. Great faith. Jesus. How important is it to you? Do you seek Him? Will you seek Him continuously? Do you want to be pleasing? These are the 7 things that we saw. Pleasing God is built on the foundation of faith. Number 2, pleasing God should be our goal in life at all times. Number 3, pleasing God is possible for anyone. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't get whatever minister received. You can't be caught up to the third heaven like Paul. No, you can. If that's what you want, you can have it. It's possible for anyone. Pleasing God requires that we come to Him. I do so every day. I say, Lord, I come to you. I come to you. I come to you. I seek you. I separate myself. I build a little PowerPoint that causes me and guides me in that, and I close the door. I'm in a new house. You know what? I just moved to a new house, and it's really quite nice. But you know what? The Father is already there. He was there before I got there. And in my room, first time I woke up in that house and prayed. I called to the Father, and He absolutely engulfed me with His presence. And I said, Lord, you're here just like you're in the other house. Because I come to Him. He'll always be there. You said, He says, come to me, all of you who thirst. I'll give you living water. Pleasing God means accepting His eternal existence. The eternality of God, the eternal state of God is really the key to, how can I say, operating, accepting, and understanding the anointing, the reality of the person of the Spirit, the gifts of the Spirit, the transference. It's all in your seeking eternity, understanding. He put the seed of eternity in your heart, but you need to press in. You must believe that He exists, not like our existence, but that He has always existed. Pleasing God brings rewards. He wants to pay you. He wants to bless you. He wants to do many things if you please Him. And that pleasure comes to Him when we, with diligence, seek Him. It depends upon our earnestness. Jesus. We seek you, Lord. You are so wonderful. Thank you for your presence here with us. Everything that you're doing, Lord. Without faith, it's impossible to please you. We must believe. Anyone who comes. Anyone who comes. Holy Spirit. He had this testimony that he pleased God. Lord, we want that testimony. We want everyone to say it. We want the angels to say it. This woman is pleasing to God. This man is pleasing to God. I just want you to be happy with me, Father. Do whatever it takes. I put your kingdom first. I put you above all things. I seek first your kingdom and your righteousness. Everything else will come. I really don't care whether it does or not. I just want you to be happy. I want to see your smile. Thank you that even in the worship you showed me that I saw you. You opened my spiritual eyes to see. And you were smiling even before I got into this message. I know the word to me from you is that I am your son, in whom you are well pleased. I may not be perfect. I may not have a spotless life. I may not be sinless. The Father does not love only perfect people. And He does not find only perfect people pleasing. Because our perfection is not what is required for us to be pleasing to the Lord. Nor our sacrifices. He just wants us to come to him. He just wants us to seek him and not quit. Jesus. Jesus.